This is a Kenmore 80 series. I'm going to replace the clutch because the machine is not able to have a full load. Continues to have issues spinning. So this is the new clutch purchased off Amazon, and it comes with all of this. So going to be replacing the clutch. So starting off by certain screwdriver right here, flathead or putty knife, whatever you have. These two corners lifts up and it releases these two tabs. So that's how you open it. And then you're going to be doing these pop and pop. So these two comes right off. That's how you get this baby off. Next, you want to unplug this. Make sure power's off. And also I shut off the water. So this is disconnected. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna leave all this hanging, and then I'm gonna be pulling this cover off. I might remove this later if needed. Otherwise, I'll leave it alone. Okay, next step, once all that is disconnected, you literally could just pull it forward. So look at this. Pulls right out and everything comes right off. So you could just lift it up, get it out of the way. Okay, so the next step, take all this out. I'm gonna remove all of this and remove the screws that are on the inside so you can pull this whole head. Sorry, I got one hand trying to record this and do it at the same time. It's not easy. So starting by popping this little pin inside, and then you release this. Bam, see this head? Comes right off. To the side. And then you're gonna remove that nut in there. Once you remove that, all that comes out. Okay, next step, you wanna pull this out too. Little clip, it could just come right up. That's it. These little plastic too. And now this is free to come right out. Next, you're gonna be removing these clamps and removing the water pump, and then going to be removing all these bolts to get this motor out of the way. Okay, so I disconnected the power, and this is the two bolts that I'm removing. One here, another one right here that secures the motor. So when you pull the motor out, inspect this here, Make sure it's not damaged, make sure it's still good. And if it is, you could keep it. If it's not, replace it. Okay, for the remaining work where you have to pull and remove the head that's connected with everything, where the clutch is, you're gonna have to tilt the whole machine to the side. With the machine tilted, these are the bolts that I'll be removing. You got one right there, there's another one in here, and another one on the other side. So it's three of them. Okay, so once I remove those three bolts right there, this entire piece literally slid right out. Look at that, it's hanging on the floor right now. But this is the clutch that I'm gonna be replacing. As you can see, like, I'm able to just spin it. It just spins like one hand. I'm able to spin this inside portion. And that should be very hard. It shouldn't just freely spins like that. See, I have the new one right here, and this is very hard to spin, which means this baby's not good. So I'm gonna replace it. I'm gonna be pulling the whole piece out, take it out, and pop a new one in. Okay, so to replace it, you basically pull the whole piece out, right? It slides right out. Make sure you have enough room. So the way I have the machine tilted, I'm able to get enough room to pull it out. So the whole head is out. So now you want to remove this little cover. Put it down right next to it so you don't lose it. Then next you're going to pop this. So you just need a little screwdriver to just remove this. See, it's going to slide right out. Sorry, I'm doing a bad job with the camera. One hand. But you're going to pop this out, and then you'll be able to pull the clutch. So that's it. Next step, you're going to need one of these vice grips like this. to squeeze this so you can remove it. Okay, next step. Once that is out, now you want to pry this little bracket there, a little spring that holds this together, because I'm also going to take this. So I'm replacing all of that, right? The new kit comes with a brand new one and another one. So we're going to be replacing them all new. Once that clip is removed, look at this. This piece comes right off. Right up. Okay. Got the new shoes on. And the hardest part was putting this clip back. But I used the vice grip to kind of clip it, kind of pull the head in together, and then you'll be able to do it. Then next, put this baby back on. Same way you took it out. This little clip here. That is all set, looks good. I put this cap back on. And now the next, I'm gonna be replacing this little plastic piece here. So it has another little clip around it. So I'm gonna remove it. This is the brand new one that I got. So doing both. Also another important piece, right? The clutch spring. Mine came with two. So I'm matching it against the old one. So if you received extra clutch spring, replace it with the one that matches what you currently have. To replace the spring is so easy, right? All you gotta do is just basically pull it apart, and look, the spring falls right off, right? So spring falls right off, and you can just put the new one. Make sure this goes inside of the new spring that you have. That's it. And now for this piece, this is the new one. Just make sure this matches the little two holes you have. So those two will match in here. So you're gonna sit it in there and then shove it back in there. So I got the new piece in, and now just this little clip. So you put that clip right there, put it all the way in. Your job is complete. The next will be putting this back into the hole.